Okay. Yes, excellent. Very good. Waiting room Habibi is very good. Jason is here. Salman Khalaf, Manuel, Chipko. Sherkor is here.
Wow, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
Rewind Cat. Rewind Cat says, these sinners require immediate pontification. Yes, that's correct.
Wow, we're just a little buttercup, aren't
Great
we?
karma's all around here, people. Great karma's all around. I got a very powerful sermon for y'all today. Got to talk about these sinners. 10:10, man. Right on time, too. Look at that. Just came from the gym. Ooh, Lord. Just got destroyed at the gym. Personal trainer, Alejandro. Oh my god, what a murderation at the gym, dude. Hold on, I'm just gonna light up some... If you hear that? That is the sound of a lighter for incense. Oh, that's nice. Let's sage it up, people. Let's sage it up. Let's sage it up and let's get right into it, y'all. We got a very powerful sermon for y'all today. Look at that. Look at that. And we're going to come right into the studio. Bing, bang, boom. How's everybody doing? Oops. That's our streamer. That's what we got to watch today. Very powerful service for everyone. Actually, you know what? You see that? This was given to me by a girl I met in line. I swear to God. This is one of my best ever pickups I've ever done in my life. I go home after a night of partying, you know, because when you go party as a dude, you feel kind of like, I'm just going home alone, like you didn't pick up or whatever. But I stopped at the pizza place, and I'm in line, and I just said the dumbest thing, and I was so scared, and I said hi to this girl, so hot, and just immediately, oh my God, hi, how was your night? Did you have fun? I was so nervous to talk to her. And then as soon as I said one thing, she's like, who's this guy? Where'd you come from? Did you go to club? You went dancing? Oh my God. 2 days later, I see her at the gym. She goes to the same gym, obviously gym across the street. And then she gave me this. And she did animal cards. She has oracle cards, but animal version. You know what? How's everybody doing today? How's the congregation? Since the congregation's so powerful today, we gotta, let me bring y'all up. Let's see. There it is. There it is. Look at all these pontificators. A lot of great pontifications today. Is that too small? That is too small, actually, isn't it? We'll figure it out. But thanks for coming, everyone. Hey, big day today. Big day.
Wow, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
Big day. We got a lot of vibration to raise. We got a lot of pontifications to do. Trump, they got him. They got him. It's hard to imagine because it's been 4 years now of like, we're going to get him. But I think this is it, people. I think it's over. And the Trumpistans are out in full effect. Let's see this maniac out on the street right now. This is happening as we speak.
There is an anger among some of Donald Trump's most ardent supporters.
Bring your over here. Bring your over here, mother.
One of them making threats of physical violence against an anti-Trump
Trump, kiss my white ass. And it's a black guy. You know, you should have a sense of humor. As a Trump supporter, you should have a sense of humor and be like, hey man, good sign at least.
Protester at a rally outside of Trump's Miami golf course. The Trump supporter confronts the man. Others join him, berating the protester with profane language and racist tropes.
Get out. Get out of here. Get out. Get out of here. Get out. You
Come on, man.
You not American. Get the out of here. My grandfather died for that right. Get the out of here.
Police on motorcycles are
Thank God. I've seen too many YouTube videos where someone just gets, you know what I mean?
arrive quickly to
I don't
defuse
even want to say what happens. I don't want to lower the vibration
the
like that.
situation.
This is
That way. Let's go.
With the lone
pussy
counter-protester
ass.
leaving. These are the kinds of moments authorities are worried about.
Make no mistake about it, we're taking this event extremely serious. We know that there is a potential of things taking a turn for the worst, but that's not the Miami way.
At the courthouse where the hearing will take place, the police presence is visible. Officials say they can handle a crowd of up to 50,000.
We encourage people to be peaceful in them demonstrating how they feel.
How Trump feels is no secret. He's furious as he lurches toward yet another historic and infamous first.
I think this is going to be a really incredible moment in history.
This former federal prosecutor says while the indictment is scathing, the outcome of this case is anything but certain. Selecting a jury will be complicated given Trump's polarizing nature and his wide base of support in Florida.
All you need is one juror to say, well, you know what, I'm troubled by this, and then you'll get a mistrial.
Oh, really?
And Katie, some are also raising concerns about the judge in this case.
Yeah, her name is Eileen Cannon, and there are two significant concerns that have been raised by people about whether it's appropriate she's overseeing this case. One, she was appointed by Donald Trump back in 2020, and two, recently she delivered a ruling in Trump's favor that actually paused the investigation into classified documents. That ruling was later overturned by a much higher court in a scathing decision, and it's leading to questions about whether it's appropriate that she is the person to oversee this situation.
All right, Katie Simpson in Florida tonight.
Still a mess. I mean, still a mess. You never know with this guy. He's a psycho. He could slip out. But you know what? I do have this great article from Intelligencer, and it's basically all of the things. The reason why he's even busted, like all of his supporters are mad and calling it a witch hunt, but really he did all of it. The craziest details from the Trump documents indictment. First of all, what crazy? First of all, look at these pictures. I mean, this is just, why does he have this? Right? I mean, let's be reasonable here, people. We got to be reasonable. Why does he have this? Oh, Alessandro's in the comments. What's up, baby? Great workout today. Holy shit. Great goddamn workout here in Brampton, baby. Brampton. What a psycho. Look at this. This isn't even the worst one. This one's in the washroom. I mean, you ever go to someone's house and they just have they haven't finished the contract work and it's just stuff is sitting in the washroom, stuff is sitting in different rooms. It's like, what are you doing? Another room. Oh my God, some women came to see my mom and they're so, like Indian women, they just, even if they're saying hey, do you want to eat something? They're like, hey, you eat? You eat? It's like they're yelling, but it's all just, are you okay? We came because we're worried. It's all just, they just yell. It's fine. Look at this. He's saying that one of them just dumped it over and then made it look like, oh, look at what an idiot he is. The problem is that there's nuclear secrets here. I don't know if the nuclear codes are here, but there is high level military information. Okay, so this is a transcript. This is on tape, okay? So I'll read it. So this is what Trump says. Well, with the senior military official, let me see that. I'll show you an example. He said that I wanted to attack country A. Isn't it amazing? I have a big pile of papers. This thing just came up. Look, this was him. They presented me this. This is off the record, but they presented me this. This was him. This was the Defense Department and him. Wow. We looked at some. This was him. This wasn't done by me. This was him. All sorts of stuff. Pages long. Look. Wait a minute. Let's see here. Laughter. Haha, yeah. I just found, isn't that amazing? This totally wins my case, Okay. Except it is So the guy says, And then he says it himself. Except it is highly confidential. By the way, isn't that incredible? Yeah. I was just thinking. Maybe we were talking about it, and he said he wanted to attack country A, and what you did. This was done by the military and given to me. I think we can probably, right? Okay, I don't know what that means. I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to try to declassify it. Figure out. Yeah. Okay, so this is the staffer being like, Sir, I don't think we can do that. Declassify it. See, as president, I could have declassified it. Yeah. Now I can't, but this is still a secret. Yeah. We have a problem. Isn't that interesting? And then he just says, isn't that interesting? It's like he's saying, like, hey, this is totally illegal that I'm showing this to you. This is totally illegal. I'm not supposed to show this to you at all. It's 100% illegal. Isn't that interesting? We just broke the law. Isn't that interesting? And it's on tape. Why do it on tape? Okay, Trump also shared a classified map with a political operative. That one wasn't that good. National Archives asked for the documents, so Trump moved them to his residence. This is the big difference between him and Biden, I guess, because Biden has a similar case where he just has all these documents at home. Obama apparently too. They just take these documents home. Not as much, though. Not as much. Falsely stating that he was not aware of Trump's boxes being brought to Trump's residence for his review before Trump provided 15 boxes to NARA in January 2022. Trump allegedly suggested lying to the feds to protect... Yeah, this is a good one. I didn't want anybody looking. I don't want anybody looking through my boxes. I really don't. I don't want you looking through my boxes. Okay. Well, what happens if we just don't respond at all or don't play ball with them? This is basically the FBI, I think, asking for the papers, and he's saying, let's just pretend we don't have it. Okay. Wouldn't it be better if we just told them we don't have anything here? Well, look, isn't it better if there are no documents? This is an issue. Basically saying, like, let's just throw them out. Trump praised Hillary Clinton's lawyer for destroying evidence. This is great. While meeting with Trump's attorney 1 and Trump attorney 2 on May 23rd, Trump, in sum and substance, told the following story as memorized by the Trump attorney. Okay, so this is not on tape, but it is memorized. Attorney. He was great. He did a great job. He's talking about Hillary Clinton's lawyer. You know what? You know what he said? He said that it was him. Yeah, that he was the one who deleted all of the emails, the 30,000 emails, because they basically dealt with her scheduling and her going to the gym and her having beauty appointments, and he was great, and so she didn't get any trouble because he said that he was the one who deleted them. So he's basically telling his lawyers, like, come on, man. I feel like in Japan, people would be down to do that. But then in Japan, the main guy wouldn't be so non-righteous as Trump. You know what I mean? But the people below, they have a culture there. But in America, no one's doing that for you. He made a plucking motion to his attorney to weed out the really bad document. This one I thought was funny too. He's like, if anything's not good. Trump and attorney 1 then discussed what to do with the Redweld folder containing documents with classification markings and whether Trump attorney 1 should bring them to his hotel room and put them in a safe there. During the conversation, Trump made a plucking motion as memorized. Right, so he made a plucking. He made a funny motion as though, well, okay, why don't you take them with you to your hotel, and if there's anything really bad in there, like, And that was the motion that he made. He didn't say that. Yeah, he didn't say it. He just said, okay, cool. Melania got dragged into this mess too. No. Jeez, what a mess. What do you guys think? You think they got him? Could be exciting. Could be the start. People are saying civil war now. That's it. That his fans are so wild that they're like, okay, now we're going to kill you. His fans are so wild, and then the opposition is so angry too that they're like, okay, we're gonna don't fuck with us kind of thing. Kind of mentality, you know what I'm saying? What do you guys think? You think this is it for Trumpy baby? You think this is it for Trumpy baby? Raziel the Great says, guys, it's all distraction. If this is what you upset, then your life is freaking blessed, lol. That's true, I can't believe people are going to protest. Can you imagine protesting for someone? Sophia Gibson with that ranch says, good morning. Sorry, I'm late. Morning work meeting ran a little long. Well, now you're at God's meeting, because we are here at this digital ashram, this church of loving kindness, and you can see it to my right here. What a beautiful temple we have. What a beautiful temple. You know what I'm saying? And now we even have the shot, thanks to Rewind Cat, we have the shot going bing, bang, boom, right into the thing, right into the ashram. That's a beautiful shot, people. That's a beautiful shot. Going right into the ashram. Beautiful. I did want to play this because this does make me think that there's a little bit of delusion here on the other side, because from what I can tell, I feel like Biden on his document stealing thing or document taking home, I feel like he's 70% there. Like 70%. He doesn't have as many of these gaffes, but he's pretty gaffy, dude. If the FBI starts looking into it, they're going to find, like, these guys are acting like Biden doesn't do half of this shit. This specific thing, it's like he's 80% there. The documents, and this is a great clip, actually. This is a very spicy clip. I think you're going to like it. Let's take a look.
And as somebody that's been around criminal justice for over 30 years.
This is on ABC News. George Stephanopoulos, and this guy's a big Democrat. He's been a Democrat since he's 15 years old. George Stephanopoulos. Let's take a look at it.
I agree with him. It's a Rubicon we shouldn't be crossing.
But don't you believe in the principle that no person is above the law? If the president committed the same crime that someone else did, shouldn't he be charged?
No person is below the law. That's really the issue here. I mean, you've got these investigations in Delaware that are 1,000 times more serious by a sitting president who has authorized his DOJ to try to sink the candidacy of his prime opposition, while that guy has unsecured documents that he stole out of a skiff dozens of years ago. So, look, we're not talking about some sort of favoritism.
What are you talking about? That is a ridiculous statement.
That's a hard pushback.
This issue, nice try. There's an issue that anyone that reads...
See, the problem is that, and this is how polarized the community is in America right now, is that they are both, you could say, telling the truth. Like, they're both just so in their own parties that they both just see a different version of reality. Like, Stephanopoulos is very offended, and he's like, how dare you, sir? How dare you say that the president did that? And now this guy's like, okay, nice try. It's so sad what's happening in America. There could be a civil war. They're so divided. They're so partisan.
There's an issue that anyone that reads any newspapers would agree is a parallel track, which is the Delaware document scandal of Joe Biden, where there's a special counsel, Rob Hur, that's investigating it. You know that there were documents that were sensitive, that were marked classified, found in a garage near a Corvette that made their way through Chinatown, through the Penn Biden Center. There's 1,850 boxes that have never been fully looked at University of Delaware. You have the ultimate unclean hands of a current sitting president who had no declassification, had none of the protections of President Trump, and who literally had to have stolen stuff from a skiff. Even Dick Durbin has commented about how this was an outrageous possession of classified material by Vice President at that point, Joe Biden. So that's what we're talking about. You can scoff and act like there's nothing to it, but the whole country knows the basic notion of unequal treatment and fairness, and that's what's at issue with this prosecution.
Very well spoken, very well said. I gotta say. And then Stephanopoulos is the one.
I think that is certainly what is at issue. We will see how it plays out, because I don't think you have the evidence to back up any of the charges you just made. Mr. Trusty, thank you very much.
It's like, this is why old news sucks, because it's like, this is a 4-minute clip. If this was Joe Rogan, they could sit and really dig into that and be like, okay, what are you talking about? But instead, he just goes, how dare you? How dare you? And then the guy explains himself pretty well. He's like, this basically exact same shit. It's like, basically, Biden's 70, 80% of the way there. And I think this is true for all of these cases that they're putting on Trump. It's like, every case that isn't 100% there, now the GOP is just going to be like, okay, well, just make that fucking case back. It's all stuff that you can just do back to the guy. Like, this whole document taking thing, it's like, yeah, definitely Trump. I mean, he did say on tape, like, hey, let's just lie to them. Let's not, let's just hide some of the documents. Let's just get rid of it, whatever. So that is worse. I'm not saying it's not worse, but that's, like I said, 70, 80% of the way there. I feel like Biden's 78% way there. This is actually a great clip too. This is another clip I found. Stephanopoulos, big Democrat. This guy, if you watch there's an old documentary of Bill Clinton when he was trying to become president. And this anchor, George Stephanopoulos, was Bill Clinton's campaign manager or something, but he was like 18 years old in it. He's so young, so in the team. And basically what would happen is the whole Bill Clinton campaign when he was trying to become president, the whole campaign was like, they were saying that it was so easy that Bill Clinton, just to challenge them and challenge himself, it's like, just to challenge everyone, Bill Clinton would go and have sex with someone. And then the woman would call and be like, I love him, and I'm having his child, and I love him. And then this guy, George Stephanopoulos, would get on the phone and be like, bitch, don't fucking call this line, bitch. And yeah, this is old footage. You can see it. It's a movie called, I think it's called Dogfight, and it's about the election of Bill Clinton. And great documentary. And this, you can see where this guy got his start. But he is a loyalist, and this is why mainstream news sucks. This is ABC News. Nobody trusts this anymore because you're obviously on one side. Let's just watch this.
Repeatedly that he did nothing wrong. Do you believe that?
Well, here's what I believe. We live in an America where if you're the Democratic candidate for president, Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State, you can set up a private server in your basement to conduct government business. And when an investigation is had about your activity, no, let me finish.
Just take it easy, Lindsay. He goes from 0 to 80 so quick. He's like, well, we live in a country where they... And then the guy just like one pushback and he goes, no, just let me finish. Let's watch it again. I love this guy. What a hard life that this guy has. He's obviously gay and he's chosen to be a Republican. And he probably has to pass so many anti-gay legislation. And it's like, wouldn't you just be happy if you could just be yourself, right? There's nothing wrong with it. Let's watch it again.
Clinton, Secretary of State, you can set up a private server in your basement to conduct government business. And when an investigation is had about your activity, no, let me finish.
But you didn't answer the question.
That was ridiculous. Well, yeah, I'm trying to answer the question from a Republican point of view. That may not be acceptable on this show. Yes, I don't like what President Trump did in certain aspects. I don't like that Joe Biden had classified information on the garage. I don't like that Mike Pence carelessly
in the garage
took classified information. I don't like any of that. But what I don't like is a system in America where the Secretary of State, who's a Democratic candidate for president, has people take a hammer to social media devices and break them apart, apply bleach bit to a hard drive to erase emails, allow classified information to get on a felon's computer, Anthony Weiner. You haven't even mentioned that.
Did nothing wrong. Do you believe that?
Well, here's what I believe. We live in an America where if you're the Democratic candidate for president, Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State, you can set up a private server in your basement to conduct government business. And when an investigation is had about your activity, no, let me finish.
Let me finish. What do you guys think of that? A little quick, eh? The guy went from 0 to 80 like in 10 seconds. P. Morton, all Trump had to do was give the stuff back. They asked him really, really nicely, for goodness sakes, you and I would be under the jail. Yeah, P. Morton, that's true. I mean, they did ask him. Whereas Biden, when they asked Biden, Biden just gave the documents back. So that is a major difference. But look, I don't think it's like, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's all it takes. That's what I mean when I say he's like 70% there. Still, like, what? Why are you taking documents home? Who wants to do work at home? It's as if, it's like, it's the ultimate, it's like, you know how people, you go to someone's house and they have like a bookshelf full of books and you're like, oh, did you read this one? And like, nah, haven't started. Well, started that one, didn't finish that one. They haven't read any of the books. So it's like, you just have these books up to look smart. This taking home documents as if you're gonna read it is ridiculous. It's like it's like, just leave it, man. You're done work. Who cares? But you know what I think Trump was doing? Honestly, I do think that there's a major difference. I think with the other people, they took the documents home. I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, they're lawyers, so maybe they know, like, I can read this, I can use it later. I don't know what they were thinking. But then on the Trump side, it does seem like Trump, and I'm surprised they don't have it on tape, but it does seem like Trump could have just sold this information to the Saudis. You know what I mean? He does seem like the kind of guy who would do that. So anyway, exciting day. Is there any more information on this that I should watch? Raziel the Great says $5. Remember, when the other side is in power, it's all good. Stay positive, congregation. Being aware does not mean you need to be triggered. 100%, Raziel. Very powerful message from Raziel today. That's great. Keep a high vibration, people. Keep a high vibration. This is a church of loving kindness. This is a church of loving kindness. We are building a ashram here with your likes, subscribes, donations, with you in there with that wrench. Sophia volunteering for the community. Raziel giving us money. Thank you, Raziel. Appreciate you. Haven't heard from Wiener in so long. They may have him in the Epstein basement. Yeah, true. Trump is totally that guy. So sad. Yeah, Trump would totally. That's the big difference too. Is like something's gonna come out where he was like, I'm gonna sell this to the Saudis. He would sell it. He's crazy. I'm surprised there's not one tape of him being like, how much do you think I could get for this from the Saudis? How much do you think I can get? And and the lawyers are like, sir, I'm not allowed to talk to you about that. He's the only one being charged for documents he didn't return. None of the documents he did return are an issue. It happens all the time. It's unrighteous for anyone to steal classified documents. Yeah, it's wrong, but if they comply when the feds try to get them back, it's treated as a non-issue. Yeah, because apparently they just make every stupid document classified too. That's another thing, is that every document's classified even if it doesn't matter. But Trump, it seemed like he had like nuclear information, he had weapons information, so that's an ish. That's an ish. Remember, they are all like that. They just look at Nancy's stock. Just look at Nancy's stock portfolio. LOL. Ro Khanna has stocks in Raytheon. I mean, Namaste Investments. I know, right? Don't pick a team with these sinners. The only team you should pick is the team of love, and that's the team you're on right now. In this comment congregation, you are on the team of love. And if you look to my right, my left, I think, you'll see that we are building a beautiful church of loving kindness, a digital ashram, where we can channel in these messages of love and togetherness. Yeah, but I gotta say, man, the culture is just way too divided. It's too much. We got to talk about this Trudeau. We got to talk about Trudeau next, because it's too much, people. Tucker Carlson, I saw his second episode. Didn't like it, I got to say. Did you guys see? Are you guys up on Tucker Carlson's new show on Twitter? The second episode, this is where he lost me. I was into it. I was into Trump. I liked the whole thing. I was like, you know what? Good for him. He's getting out there. He's doing his thing. He's speaking truth to power, whatever. But this actually got me very offended that Tucker Carlson did on his show, and we're gonna play it. This is from episode 2.
Carlson, let's say you wanted to control traditional Christians.
So this is his new episode, second episode, and I'll tell you where he lost me. Okay, this is how fair I am to the community. This is how fair I am. Okay, I'm very much fair. I'm very much here. Like, I call it even. I call it fair. I don't mind this guy. I think it's cool that he has his own show now on Twitter. I think it's good for all of us trying to make online shows. But this is where I got very offended.
Oppose extramarital sex. The Amish avoid electricity, and so on. American society isn't overtly religious, but it's governed by taboos, and it always has been. What's interesting is how fast our taboos are changing. This is not happening organically. What we're allowed to dislike is being dictated to us from above, sometimes by force. Until fairly recently, for example, it was taboo in this country to attack people on the basis of their race. That was the main lesson of the Second World War, we were told again and again. The one thing we learned from the Nazis is that it's dangerous to reduce human beings to their genetic code. There is no master race. That made sense, but apparently we no longer believe it. Punishing people based on their skin color is not only permitted in modern America, it is mandatory throughout business and government and higher education, as long as the victims are white. At one time, that would have been unimaginable. So with the current behavior of our politicians. As recently as the 1992 presidential campaign, adultery was considered disqualifying for anyone seeking higher office. Bill Clinton was very nearly derailed in the New Hampshire primary by his affair with Jennifer Flowers. Clinton went to elaborate lengths to lie about the relationship because
it's coming.
He had no choice. But he was the last presidential candidate who had to meet this standard. By 2008, it was obvious to anybody who was paying attention that Barack Obama had a strange and highly creepy personal life.
That's not true. That is not true. You know, if you said Obama drone striked a bunch of Syrians, I'd be like, yeah, okay, fine, fair enough, yeah. Obama has a weird and creepy personal life? Why would you say that? This person has lost all credibility.
Elaborate lengths to lie about the relationship because he had no choice. But he was the last presidential candidate who had to meet this standard. By 2008, it was obvious to anybody who was paying attention that Barack Obama had a strange and highly creepy personal life.
That's not true. It wasn't apparent to anyone. What is he talking about? I Googled this. I Googled it, and there was just a bunch of articles saying, like, yeah, he said that, and we don't get it. There's like a bunch of articles that are like, yeah, we don't know why he said that. He did say that. And it's weird. Why say that? He's a liar, man. You know, I got swept up in the hysteria. I was like, oh, Tucker's the truth. Tucker's speaking out against the war, which is good. But then it's like, why would you say that? Partisan hackery. It's all partisan hackery. Tucker Carlson has a weird and creepy personal life. Jason, that's correct, dude. McZemzem says, what up, y'all? McZemzem, guess what, pal?
Well, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
That's correct. Hillary is responsible for a lot of them. Yes. Tucker loses me when he makes that toddler pooping in its diaper face whenever a guest is making a point. No one can honestly be that confused. He's always like, but what does it mean? But what does it mean for America? Where is our culture? What kind of taboos? It's clear to anyone who's paying attention that Obama had a weird and creepy personal life. Why did he do that? It's like, dude, what did he do? You know, and this is what I mean when I say the country's just too divided, goddammit. The country is too divided. That's all politicians do anyway. They're just fighting with each other. They're crazy. This was actually a really silly thing I saw that... This is on David Pacman's show. David Pacman, honestly, one of the funniest commentators, I feel like. And not even trying to be funny usually. Like, he's just so chill, and he's like so like deadpan that it comes across as hilarious. But this is very funny. So this is Trump. He's being accused of being low energy.
Indicted. I wonder if they're saying, oh, that's wonderful. I've been indicted twice now in a couple of months. You know, when I was studying and when I was a very, very successful businessman, then I did The Apprentice, and I did lots of books that were big sellers.
Yeah.
Even now I have books that are tremendous sellers. I never had this stuff in mind. I never had the word indictment. What's indictment mean? Sir, that's when you're extremely dishonest, sir.
So as you can...
We wouldn't be talking about it, but we're leading by a lot. We're leading to sanctimonious by massive numbers. He's heading south quickly. No personality. You got to have a personality to win. He's got no personality. Such a big business, such a powerful business, and such an important business.
So basically he's saying that this is like yesterday, day before, because this indictment is serious, Pacman is making the argument here that Trump is very low energy, deflated, the crowd's not that into it. And I agree with him, the crowd is not that into it, but then look at what they get excited about. This is what really hurts my feelings. Watch this. And this is why America is broken. Let's see a little bit.
New England has a liberal tint, or taint. I would say taint is a better word, actually.
Right.
But it's a little bit on the liberal side. They say.
Liberal taint. Didn't get a laugh on that. Liberal taint. I'd call it a taint. You know what a taint is, right? No laugh. You know, he's kind of quiet. You know, jokes aren't really popping like that. But then look at what joke does pop.
Say, such a big business, such a powerful business, and such an important...
CNN town hall.
New England...
Sorry, this is the wrong clip. Here's the correct clip.
Did you see the town hall with CNN? They got one of the highest ratings they've had in like 11 years, and they end up firing the guy because it was Trump. Instead, they should celebrate. We had our highest ratings. You're supposed to get paid for high ratings, Richard. But they had one of the highest ratings they've had in many, many years. I was on with a young woman who was, I said, nasty. She was a very nasty woman. But it worked out very well, and they were all going, he owns you, get him off the air. They're screaming, AOC is screaming, he owns you, get him off the air, stop it. But you'd think if they had high ratings, that would be a big, he should ask for an increase. Instead, they fired him.
This isn't the spot. This is the main spot that I wanted to show you. This is what, like, but it's true though. The whole time, crowd's dead. He's a little low energy, which is interesting because, you know, that's the interesting thing about him is that most of us, the reason why I feel like he's so successful, it's not because of competence, it's not because of whatever. It's because no matter what bad things happen to him, the guy maintains his confidence. He doesn't give a shit ever. But now this whole thing has been very low energy, small penis energy.
During Saturday, and other inappropriate.
Wow. People really like hearing this nonsense.
Critical race theory. Stop it. But you'd think if they had high ratings, that would be a big, he should ask for an increase. Instead, they fired him because I was allowed to put across our point of view. It's our.
There you go. And now you can see a guy using his smartphone to film Trump's entire speech. Just, it's all so depressing. Here's the highest energy moment, and this won't surprise you. Trump's highest energy moment was when he talked about anti-trans stuff, and he even acknowledges, wow, people really like hearing this nonsense.
It's true.
Critical race theory, transgender insanity, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content on our children.
Look at this. Look at this standing ovation.
Standing ovation now.
You idiots. This is why you're fucking poor, you stupid fuck. Why do you care? People are out fighting for him, giving him money.
It's amazing how strongly people feel about that. You see, I'm talking about cutting taxes. People go like that. Talk about transgender. Everyone goes crazy.
That's so funny, dude. That's so sad, isn't it? What kind of life is this? Let's go from the main outside. Look at that outside shot from Rewind Cat. Look at that, god damn it. Beautiful, beautiful ashram. We are building a beautiful ashram here, but you know, that is wrong, unequivocally wrong, and we're going to say it here. We're going to say it here for the culture, for the community. What is this anti-trans stuff, people? Anti-trans, anti-gay, like, it's so sad because really the best selling point for the Democrats is that they do shitty stuff like that. That's the best selling point. Because other than that, the Democrats suck. They don't care about they can't stand up to the military. They can't stand up to police. They can't stand up for workers' rights. But the one thing that they have is that, well, these idiots keep going. Dude, if the Republicans stopped all this shit, they would win like crazy. They would basically take all the left-wing votes. They would take everything. But then I guess they do have a bunch of people that are cheering for this still in 2023. Who gives a shit, man? Raziel the Great. Of course he gets a standing ovation. These people are in his class. These are not Trump supporters who live on Walmart and Dollar General. Those folks in that room are wealthy. You think so? Yeah, maybe. Chicago weather causes you to eat your feelings. Hello, in Chicago, we just have the worst of everything except for food. Yeah, Chicago food is actually pretty banger. You haven't had winter till you sit in Wisconsin and it's negative 55. Lovely. Wisconsin worse than Canada? I mean, I'm in Ontario. It's so nice. Even these wildfires, by the grace of God, God is great. By the grace of God, the smoke, it's almost like our vibration is so high that the smoke just goes around Toronto and just hits New York. And New York is in a smog, and Toronto, nothing. We've all had 4 seasons this summer already in Michigan. Yeah, it's nice and cool this summer, actually. I bought an air conditioner. I haven't had to turn it on yet. So that's nice. Thanks, everyone, for coming. Great analysis. Don't get caught up in the culture war. That's what I'm going to say. Keep your vibration nice and high, people. Let's keep our vibrations nice and high. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't keep your vibration high. And here we go. Yeah, because, and I've said this so many times on the show, is that like when you are in a low vibration, that's where you're in fighting. That's where you're in fear. And you're creating like a whole, kind of like a lie around yourself. You're creating this fight, and you can't see the facts anymore. Unless I'm missing something. I just feel like Biden's like, with the document shit, I feel like Biden's like 70-80% there. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. I did want to talk about Canada, but Canada, I mean, it's just not that exciting. That's the issue. You know what I'm saying? It's just not as exciting as American politics. I do like this Andrew Tate stuff. The most fascinating UFO encounter. Let's look at the UFO mystery first before we get into that. Let's look at the UFO report real quick. Here we go. UFO mystery in Vegas? UFO mystery in Vegas?
It's a scene straight out of the X-Files.
That's unreal. I've never seen anything like it.
Apparently the people in Vegas who saw the aliens, they've gone silent.
What are they?
A family in Las Vegas insisting something is out there after allegedly having a close encounter of the third kind.
I swear to God, this is not a joke.
One witness calling 911 after they say an object fell out of the sky and landed in their backyard.
They're like 9 foot, 10 foot tall. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes, they have big eyes.
The mysterious object that fell from the sky, even the officers apparently saw that. The green glow of the alleged UFO is seen on this newly released body camera footage.
I have butterflies, bro. Everyone saw a shooting star, then these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
So when that 911 call came in, less than an hour later, police were ready to believe it.
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
Because I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard? Or?
But after a brief investigation of the yard, officers closed the case as unfounded.
If those 9 foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
According to former intelligence officer David Grush, an alien crash landing isn't too far-fetched. Grush recently turned over documents to Congress claiming the U.S. government has a vast collection of vehicles that have non-human origin. An oversight committee in Congress is in the process of scheduling a hearing on those claims.
We want the truth, people. We want the truth. Why won't the U.S. government release the alien craft? We're calling for it on this show, and you should all be calling for it, goddammit. Why is there no video, supposedly EMF interference? You know what, Raziel? It's like, where's the video? No phone video of these creatures in the backyard? I know. You can call the police. You can't take the video? Take the video. Live stream it. I find it weird that it's always a crash. LOL. Like, how are all these aliens such bad drivers? I know. And how can they get all the way over here and then they crash the plane here? It's not a thing, guys. I don't see it. It's crazy how many people are like, do you see the aliens? You can't see them. It's literally just two people saying, like, we saw them, and then the other people were like, oh, we heard that someone else said that there's aliens too. I don't see it. I don't know. I want to see footage. You know what? I want to believe. I hope it's there. Let's see the evidence, people. I'm not seeing enough evidence. I'm hearing a lot of talk, and it's just, quite frankly, not enough. But let me see what you guys are saying in the comment congregation, because it does feel a little bit like, oh yeah, let's go. Let's take a look at the Ishram. Cats Van Bags. Oh, is that a new cat person in the audience?
Well, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
That's great. We're getting new listeners every day, people. Every day we're moving one step closer to God. We're moving one step closer to God every day. Raziel the Great says, that's very good. Hey, so tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to come in at 10 because I got to take my mama to the hospital. Oh, God. I hope she's going to be okay. But, it's something that's important that I go through it and I can tell you about it, because this is going to happen to your parents. And then it's going to happen to you. And, you gotta have a good, loving kindness in your heart to deal with it, because it does get annoying. If you're resisting it, it gets annoying. Even in the workout today, I was working out and I was in so much pain. But while I was like, it's so painful. While I was doing that, it was more pain. But as soon as I was like, there is pain. Pain is in the body. Then you detach from it, and then you're more present. You're actually more present with it, but detached from it. You're not identified with it, but you're with it more. The pain goes away. When you see pain, it goes away. It's one of the most powerful meditation techniques, watchfulness. It's very important to start watchful. So that's why even and you should have a loving awareness that is basically like, this is what meditation teaches, to have a loving awareness of things as if you're the parent taking care of a little baby. As if you're the parent taking care of a little baby. Because according to the meditation teachings, we are all just little children of the Most High God. We're all just little...
Well, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
Little buttercup of God. And that's how you're supposed to see people and yourself. So now if my mom says anything, I'm like, hey, baby. It's like the woman, the nurse, when we went to the emergency. The nurse, I told you guys, the nurse was so sweet. She would call my mom mama and baby. In every time she asked for something. It's like, hey, how you feeling, mama? Okay, I'm going to need you to do one thing for me, baby. Come on now. And my mom would be like, oh, okay. Oh, you do it. She'd be in the worst mood ever, but they need, you need that loving touch. And you're supposed to also have it with yourself too. So, very good. 10:56 already. Damn. I did want to talk about that Canadian story more, but I think Dank is here. Dank, what's up? Justin Consciousness says the timing was off. No, Justin, you are right on time, brother. You're right on time. McZemzem, Raziel the Great, Dank. What's up, y'all?
Well, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
That is correct. All little buttercups of God. This is interesting. I saw... I saw a clip of Andrew Tate talking about why he converted to Islam. And I was like, you know what? My first thought was like emotionally unstable. No offense to Islam. It's not because I'm saying Islam is... I just find that people who convert religions all the time, emotionally unstable. And I do see that emotional instability in Andrew Tate. He's getting angry, yelling all the time, always in a fight. Like that BBC interview, I saw some parts of it. I didn't think... it's crazy how in the BBC interview, she's talking to him and she's like, you said that you bring a girl to your house and then get her to fall in love with you. And then you talk her into being an OnlyFans girl. And he goes, how dare you? I never said that. And how dare you? And you take that back and you're telling lies and these lies will not be accepted by the culture. And it's like, you did. I thought that was your whole business technique. You have a class that teaches people how to do it. You've bragged about doing it. And in the interview, he's like, no, you're lying and you're disingenuous. And these lies, you will suffer for the lies. And my community will attack you for the lies. And how dare you lie to me? And it's like, dude. Okay. Like, you've only been saying that that's your technique for like the last 2 years or whatever, the little time you've been famous. But either way, very low vibration. Fighting is wrong. We're not meant to fight. We're meant to love one another. I do want to get into the Canadian one, but I do want to do something silly. And hold on, let me play a track real quick for you guys. This is called Ghost Stories by Noir A. Blanc V from the YouTube Creator Library. And have a sense of gratitude in your heart that this music is available to us for free of charge. And listen to that. Get funky with that music. We're going to have a good day today. It's Tuesday. Tomorrow, I might have to start a little early. But have forgiveness in your heart for that. Because I got to take my mama to the hospital. But I did want to show you actually something that I don't think I've shown this to you. Yeah, I think I do have a message of... This is a very beautiful message of love actually that I have. And it's a message of love and it's a message of non-duality. And it's cute. And it's very cute. Hold on. Okay. Here it is. All right, I think it's gone, actually. I can't. Okay, well, look. When it comes to all of this fighting, you know, this is the most important thing I want you to remember. I want y'all to remember. And I think I showed this last time, but I had a new one, but I can't find it right now, but I'll show this one. All fighting is wrong, people. And all fighting is an illusion. You see how when the gate is between them, they're fighting? According to the Buddhists, that's what all fighting is in life. It's little love blockers, little illusions, little, because the true nature is the love and the light. And we are all one, and we're here to love each other. We're not here to fight. But you create little love blockers. And the love blockers are just like this gate. When the gate's gone, we are all one. We are all together. We're not meant to be attacking and fighting each other. But when the gate comes in there, guess what? Friendly. No division. Let's end on that. We're going to do Trudeau tomorrow. We got to do Trudeau tomorrow. All fighting. This is what the Buddhists say. All fighting is just like this. An illusion. A blockage of love. No matter how many times. You think at some point they'd get friendly. It's not righteous. It's not righteous to be blocked, to fight, to hate. Send me videos like that, by the way. This dog is in love with skateboarding. You know what else is actually really good? Is when the elephant helps, when the humans help the elephant, but the elephant calls humans for help. What's up, everybody in the comment congregation? For all of the adorable aliens in the congregation, Nachama Gluck, thank you, $3. Appreciate ya. We are building a church of loving kindness, people. And Jacoby Napier says, like the video. Yeah, no, you gotta like it, dude. It's actually your nature to love it. It's your nature to love it. You know, and it's all of our nature to love each other. And you know what? In that spirit, let's pull one Rumi Oracle card. These cards, each card is made to give you a blessing in your heart. So let me find. I made a little card selector for you guys. Let's pick a Rumi Oracle card, God damn it. Let's do a group activity here. How about that? Let's do a little group activity here. How about that? Okay, there it is. That's our card selector. Do you see that? Everyone see that okay? That is our Rumi card selector. And at any given moment, we're going to hit... How do I hit pause on this? Oh, I know how to hit pause on this. Okay, cool. At any given moment, we're going to hit pause. And Rumi... Let me play a track for this, actually. There's probably a good track here. This is called Longest Run. No, let's do... Okay. That's nice. This is called Finest Like by Noir Aim Blanc V from the YouTube Creator Library. And you're listening to the Drip, 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 Rip and Dip live on YouTube. We're going to pick a card from here. Rumi, who guides me unconditionally. Guide my hand to select a card for the highest good for this congregation and the whole world. Guide it. Oh, merciful Mother Jamal. You guys ready for that blessing? That blessing's about to come in. You guys ready for that blessing? Better get ready for that blessing. This is 44. Merciful Mother Jamal. And let me lower this so that we can see that. That little dono by Nachama Gluck. Thank you, Nachama. Appreciate you. Merciful Mother Jamal. Oh, sudden resurrection. Oh, countless blessings. Oh, blazing fire. In the jungle of thoughts. Today you arrive with laughter to break open the jail. Rumi. Here's the explanation. Sometimes the poetry's banger, but then sometimes the explanation, it just hits it hard. Okay. You, blazing angel, capable of so much, you evoke the testing hand of life. Why not, when you cannot fail? Yet in your sweet surrender, how can the great beloved not respond in kind and offer you solace, comfort, and mercy? For not all success must be hard won. Can you imagine this? The sweet face of the all-powerful. It shines upon you as the love emanating from the Holy Mother's eye, the golden radiance of her body, and the gentleness of her touch. This is your birthright now, your divine inheritance, the mercy of the All-Merciful. Let it soften the hard edge of your life and your being, and bring to you the grace that is deserved. Receive it. Okay, this is the sacred honoring ritual. Put your hand on your heart, or if you can't, if you're driving, don't put your hand on your heart. But if you can, if you're not operating in machinery or driving, put your hand on your heart, and you can even close your eyes. I call upon Jamal, Mother of Mercy, upon Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, and ask for your grace, intervention, and blessing now. In all matters of my life, I accept the help of the great universal compassion seeking to bestow itself upon me now. Thank you. If there's a particular issue with which you are struggling, you may also like to speak of that specifically for a few moments in your prayer. When you are ready, rest with both hands at your heart for as long as you feel as feels good. You have completed your sacred honoring ritual. Rumi. It's crazy because Islam is very strict, but then when you get to the Sufis, it's you know, look at this artwork. This is Sufi art. And it's available for you here in the congregation. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. I'm going to schedule it for maybe 9 a.m. tomorrow. We're going to do a quick ripper. And tomorrow's going to be, let's go back to our fake gurus. I want to get back to the fake gurus. Yep. We want to get back to the fake gurus. I mean, listen, the cultural grifts, Donald Trump, what he's doing, the Democrats, very powerful lessons today. We learned a lot today. You know, and we brought it back to a very positive place, and we remembered that our job here is to love and not to fight, and that's great. But tomorrow, I want to get back to some silly stuff. And then also, we're going to do the Trudeau thing tomorrow. Yeah, we got to do Trudeau tomorrow. It's honestly, it's Canadian, this is a real scandal on Trudeau, but Canadian politics is so chill that even when they're being corrupt and whatever, they're just so polite to each other. So it's I can't find good clips for you guys. But anyway, if there's anything you want me to cover, especially if there's anything funny and spiritual, send it to me on Instagram at Fade to Brown. There should be a link to that in the comment section below. Sunday, 9 p.m., I'm doing my meditation. We had a very powerful service this week, and a lot of people came. My nephew came, but there's a big class this week, so let's try to keep that class going. I think Rosniel, some people from here came over there too, so make sure you sign up for my meditation class. It's a psychedelic journey to infinity and back. And we want to reacquaint you with the loving kindness energy in that class. Here also, we're just trying to raise the vibration. That's all it is. It's just a raising of the vibration. But over there as well. So, but yeah, definitely tomorrow we want to do more. We want to do more spiritual clips tomorrow, and that's going to be my goal for tomorrow. And it might be at 9 a.m. That's the thing, because 11, I got to get my mom to some hospital appointment. So 9 to 10, I think we'll rip tomorrow, and it'll be all short rips, very silly, very funny stuff. So tune in for that. And the most important thing that you have to remember is that
we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
You're just a little buttercup of God. And that's our episode, people. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah. Welcome to the service. Welcome to life, y'all. Sophia Gibson, much love, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Sophia Justin, consciousness says blessings. Thank you. No, I hope this helps, you know, because it is good to have this reminder, because your mind and the ego and life being in Kali Yuga as it is, it's actually trying to tell you the opposite, that you're separate and that you're here to fight and that you have to get angry. But actually, I'm doing some great training right now with this guy, Aaron Abke. He's like a spiritual guru. I call him a great white guru. And he talks about, like, yeah, there's a new journaling process I'm doing where at the end of the night, anytime you felt anger, bitterness, negativity, you write it down and you process it. And I think that's going to be very, very important for us going forward. So thanks for coming, everyone. A lot of high vibration set to come in. It's 11:11, so that energy's coming in from the angels as we speak. It's coming in from the angels as we speak. BJ says, let's do it. That's the right attitude, BJ. Gorguruga. Looks like some AI animations. Thank you. It's not AI. It's actually Rewind Cat. Urena Brew is here. Digital cards for the digital ashram. Yes, that's right, Urena. We got digital cards for the digital ashram. Tell me if you can hear the music and my voice okay, by the way. Especially if you're into sound, because I have this suspicious feeling that my microphone is not even working this whole time. It's just the computer picking me up, but the sound feels okay. So let me know what you guys think. Is the sound okay? Do I need to spend time on this, or should I just spend time finding these clips? Because tomorrow I think I want back-to-back ripper clips. Laughter is an instant vibration raiser. So tomorrow we're going to have a strong focus on laughter. P. Morton, Cats Van Bags, thank you. Nachama Gluck, of course, is here. Nachama was at meditation this week. By the way, if anyone wants to volunteer to get that wrench and to keep that community in check, and make sure that nobody's talking ill of us in the comment section, then make sure you message me on Instagram and give me a link to your YouTube channel, because I need your link. I can't just type in your name, and I think a couple of people have asked me to become, you know, the wrench people, you know, to do volunteer work for the ashram. And I haven't been able to add you yet because, you know, I don't have the link. You got to send me the link to your YouTube channel. So thanks everyone for coming. P. Morton, Raziel the Great. Raziel, very powerful donations today from Raziel and very powerful words of wisdom. So thank you for that. Cher Kaur is here, of course. Sophia Gibson, thank you. Manuel coming in early. Salman Khalaf coming in. Rewind Cat, thank you for the graphics too. And of course, Nachama Gluck making that dono. Thanks everyone.